for many NPP for enka ye di ahobrase ebe pagana for achew. Se many NPP for enka nipa ye friend Kelvin Tailor de ye kan ya asema yemfa owura we edin emmamu bi. Abusia owura we ye obi a oka asema oma evidence. The show a oye nyina no okasa na oma evidence. In fact, the Electricity Company of Ghana, Brana Kufado, Bomia, Motesono. Niema bi koso. Da yera John Germany Mahama baye. Ena order almost so munye investigation. Na investigation ni munu. Ena ensembi pie mu. Kelvin Tailor atono boase achirechire mu. Na MPP for we so mo PBB ho. Omo bi ho ankasa esanse the man they are messing up with. The man they are dealing with, Kelvin Tailor, is ready to take on wherever they want to take him to. Inti no sha okatache fifa o mensa oye hu ni na and no ko platforms wa the views swati see and even those watching him no crowd they just go and watch say owura no say oye jandama or ka Kelvin Tailor asema no mafa so e dia ye propaganda but ene okatache fifa enim say ntora wodi e de kire Ghana for Ghanaians are no more fools intino yen tolerate ni nsem hunu ene ni nsem fo no me pese me kasa ni me yenko na yintie Kelvin Tailor nsem odi to bia ko ba ye beto aso
pe na ECG clear na omo ye hwehwemu no omo behu say 1,347 containers no ayira every report wo. Now investigations records no a committee ni ye no busa me ho say committee ben why na ti committee no committee na yes investigations we NDC aban energy minister John Abujinapo and ti committee no we am the evidence be kire ogina ho it John Abujinapo ti committee no committee ni investigations don't be who say about 1,347 containers 40 feet ni nyina ayera na nhwehwemu no be who say ECG and Bawumia ni Ekufuado many companies be signing a contractor. Na companies in the Krampono, need the necessary documentation and clearance and credibility to even be signing a contract with ECG. Almost I be say companies in the Bikrano, ECG say omuma sika say omofanyi containers no. Nancy Koshemu containers say 2,491 no, 1,347 ayira. Now, Shadie. NPP4, they are on social media, all the executives. And this thing is being manipulated or organized by Afenyomakin, and Napo, and NPP4, Omunimisamo party, no, Kronfo party. Now, maybe show the evidence. Nipa obi a committee, no, Abaya will be a committee na, committee na ye investigations, and the Yabe say, ECG and Nanado Danko Ekufuado. ECG and Nanado Danko Ekufuado. ECG and Napo, when set torchlight the crime they have committed. This ECG wants to make a under Napo, Napo na ye energy minister. Excavator Kurejani, a 2 year na container. Now, me for evidence no and womb. Now, this is the energy minister, John Jinapo. This is when John Jinapo set up the committee to do the investigations. Sa committee na NDC 40 you know. And no na ende abemayebe who say 1,347 containers ayira. This is the evidence.
A 5-member investigative committee uncovered serious procurement lapses within the Electricity Company of Ghana, leading to the disappearance of over 1,300 containers meant for electricity infrastructure.
We took a list of containers that ECG has, as containers they have at the port, to be 2,491. That was the list they gave us, 2,491. However, when we visited the port and counted the ECG containers there, we got 1,134. 2,491 is the list we were given. We got 1,134. Leaving out about 1,328 containers that could not be accounted for.
The committee also found that ECG awarded contracts to 2 companies to clear the containers, one of which was pre-financed by ECG, yet lacked the necessary license to operate.
Over a period when they piled up to over 2,400, we saw that 2 clearing companies were engaged to clear those particular containers for ECG.
The Minister for Energy and Green Transition, John Abdullahi Jinapor, described the findings as alarming and promised swift action.
We also have to change the procurement processes at ECG. It can't be business as usual, and I can assure you that we intend to take some swift, far-reaching measures to ensure that the right thing is done.
The investigation, which began after the minister's visit to the port in January, estimates ECG's liabilities at 1.5 billion cedis. Authorities say those found culpable will face legal action.
Evidence in Sa committee no NDC Energy Minister John Abujinapor nete video a share no na committee no koye investigations we no the report ne brand say edwuma a wode maaye say yenko check ECG containers port nyina no ye koye investigations no under napo no 1,347 containers 40 feet ani nyina ira. Do you know how much the 40 feet 1,347? It is over $500 million. Nyoma na sa container ni mu under napo. So video now share no John Abujinapor NDC Energy Minister and the sa committee no sa instructions so omukoye investigations and then the omukoye investigations dia ba amia be hu say under bawomia under napo and the kufuado no this is what they did. Now ma menchira ade bi omoye omodwen say ye nuanom asantifo ni bi agimi enti omotete nkran omo party leaders no and na omaye Photoshop no beto social media say munko twantro enkyere Ghana for say NDC for wia container into hwe omo executives a wo hu ba kunie we ya hwan NPP Youth Wing omo platform and there wo hu beto under Ken Faro ECG containers can fly away from Tema Port. This is NPP. Omo Jimmy a fake news party. Oko omo executives nana be mu no platforms no because omo doing some followers na Jimmy and they see them as stupid. The NPP as a political party no omo obi a oka NPP wu bia so we Jimmy and that is how they treat them. Because omo nim say so omo yes ade we beto social media omo nkofo no monum kankan TikTok na omo ntumi nkenkan de nkogu aburuche Germany say nwan no omo tama omo nkenkan. Anytime I catch say for NPP to make it back to power, no, it will be over 46 years. Shankwasi ade omoye. Intom je say we and na omudi betwatro amadie amagana for say hey NDC, but the evidence is clear. We have played a video of the minister giving people assignment to go and investigate NPP for, and today we know under Napo NPP 1,347 containers 40 feet aira. So why should a political party, their own youth wing, official Facebook page, put this out and say under NDC container 2? It means nim say base no, nim say Tescon no, nim say followers no, ya moa. Anytime I say NPP followers are animals. Jimmy, they feed them with trash. They binning them mudi into who say koko. They can't think. We cannot use these kind of things to govern because here at Shaw, it is never going to play a role in our politics again. At least as far as I know, and as far as I'm here with my team, with Inkoto, with Free Mind, with all the good people who are doing the right things. Ransford Kebuache, Prince Minka of Power, the very good people who are on radios and TVs doing the legitimate journalism job and bringing facts to support everything. No, the NPP will be in opposition for 60 years. They are never coming back to power. And they will never come to power because Jimmy. Sometimes they forget to say they need to please the whole Ghana. Now, what the NPP no say, because NPP for Jimmy no, they always think say Ghana for Jimmy. And that is what we saw in the 2024 elections. They considered some supporters in Jimmy. They also can say free SHS. They forgot to say en kwarana omo call school no. no mo te free SHS no mo nim se Kufuor twantro no. They forgot themselves say nkwara nim nyansa they will vote. San nkwara person who run tertiary institutions without paying first year tuition. San nkwara knew say the NPP government was lying to their parents. So 90% of free SHS in Korano, they voted against the piglet MPP. Every vote be no. That is why you saw a 1.8 million gap. And it is going to extend to 2.2 in 2028. Because from what we are seeing, the NPP, a party full of piglets, are not ready to use truth to come back to power. They are still stuck in their primitive stupidity, thinking that we are doing a 1992 politics. Yenka bindi, yenkantro, yenda dan kofo, nan kofo dwen say, oh, uni bibi, we die, politics as usual. Ye try santifon tra, amkwa kotwa ma ye muwa. This is NPP. Mamichiro, on platforms in here, see what they are doing. This is them. Mamichiro, how they see their followers. This is another NPP platform. Mamichiro, you see them? NPP Youth Wing. NPP projects. This is how they see their supporters. These are their official platforms. Me say who NPP ni we Jimmy a. Na who wa jai wo wono ne ku NPP ni na we Jimmy no. Chichire ne bo dan mu manku no, chichire ne bo wall mu, chichire ne bo dua mu. Me say who NPP ni we Jimmy a. Chichire no mantam no manku no, mantam no. Atari dua ho. Ne jai wo wono because NPP ni we Jimmy or to say wo wono sa 30,000. This is their official platforms. This is their official platform. This is the kind of message they are sending to their base to come and lie to Ghanaians and say, John Mahamani NDC for this is their platform. But a few minutes ago, some bore I had the evidence into why should any intelligent young man, intelligent young woman, or to make Ghana school follow such a stupid tribal piglet party? Why should we do this to ourselves? This is what they are doing. But and millions of people watching me around the world, I have showed Ghana for the evidence. John Abu Jinapo setting up a committee to do investigations on Napo. And now we know the NPP, they have stolen 1,300 containers, ECG containers, worth over $500 million. $500 million. No wonder these fools led Bawumia to 38%. No wonder. They were never going to cross 38% because party ni bile no bonyini na de chichire party no Jimmy. We are in 2025 for crying out loud. Jandam is not going to work. Atro will not get you power. It is only truth, honesty, and a bit to me to me abesha winsem. Why should any rational human being? And it's like I'm catching Ghana for say when somebody comes on your page to argue with you, no your MPP near, don't do anything. Leave that person. Don't get in a group and argue with an MPP follower. Or to say giant. Ya we nam ni nyina de no to gem na de gem. Omo Jimmy. MPP, pure MPP supporters. To say giant. Ya we nam papa no, ya trans na ya we nam no. Na de giant na to gem. Ya why say fadua na chimni kakra. Omo Jimmy, you can't do anything to them. Jimmy ne dosun. This is the jandam. They think they can use this to win power. How? The people who stole these containers, we need to go after them. So, Energy Minister, John Jinapo, I'm not going to make this slide. These are foolish people, NPP for me, Jimmy. Sometimes people think we are too harsh. Hey, ya may ni anya deni ama Ghana for hunu krena. En kwasiafo we din trobe say Ghana. Oh, the oya santimemu. What would the NPP ede atro aya santimemu? Oma say santimai. Otumfo na ni den kakra. And or de ayedie sikidwadi nemu kakra or de ayedie afasha di nemu omogu asanteman poto omogu no me see me amina na otumfo said to nana chanchan hini ni Kelvin Tailor maba me amina na otumfo no de ne din kakra nemu omogu kuro no MPP egu asanteman no bram aisa gatem otumfo na ni ding. This is the party some idiots are saying yeah test convoy e chire hwe na mo say 1992 you can't assemble for sure. Ebe take 5 days and send it do. That be you. You people have to reset your minds. You people have to join the real world. You people have to understand the era we are in. In a second, we can get every information we need. Inti Jandam is dead. Now, let me play another evidence to prove to you said the NDC government, the energy minister, on a setting up committee, no, Emma committee no could argument. This is the energy minister. Mummy and Kotie BM. Na yen find you Jansemnim, Kwasiafo.
2,491 containers. ECG itself presents as containers held at the port. 1,328 cannot be accounted for. That is very serious and that's very alarming. And I assure you, we would conduct a detailed investigation into this matter. And somebody or some people will be held liable for this. 1,328 containers cannot just vanish into thin air. Somebody must be held liable for this. And I assure you that we would hold people liable for this. And whatever it takes, we'll work with the Attorney General, we'll work with the police, and ensure that whichever group, whatever people are responsible for this, are brought to book. And that we retrieve either the containers or the monetary equivalent of these containers. And that I assure you that this ministry would pursue this to its logical conclusion. We've also decided that we would move the rest of the containers into a secured warehouse. And let me thank the National Security Coordinator in his office for assisting us so far. They've taken delivery of some of these containers. I've written to National Security to provide us with 24-hour security. We have a detailed catalog or inventory of all these containers, their serial numbers, and everything, and put it in a system where the Minister, ECG, National Security, and if the presidency is interested, everybody will monitor these containers. We'd also have to change the procurement processes at ECG. It can't be business as usual, and I can assure you that we intend to take some swift, far-reaching measures to ensure that the right thing is done. We are not targeting anybody. We have no particular person in sight, but whoever is superintendent over this, especially the former managing directors, they will be held liable, and they have to answer for their stewardship, and that is the essence of public office. Today, as I speak to you, Tailor has shut down their pipeline because of accumulated legacy debt. And I've had to go and see the Minister of Finance to use the taxpayers' money to find a solution to this challenge. If we do not resolve that immediately, it means that we cannot deliver power. And so ECG is critical. If we don't get ECG fixed, we'll continue to have serious challenges which will impact power delivery and even the delivery of petroleum products.
Oh, my God. I said, friend of Krobia Santi, with Jimmy Baumia Aiden, no. Also on social on Facebook. We nine. Kwasia we ni oba na tedemu. Na oba ti Jimmy ni we hunene dan paso. Kwasia we na oba na nete. Baumia Aiden ye. Also on so, I said, friend of Krobia Santi, who said, ye debia tarahun. Omwe Jimmy. Ono so abe share part no I say nine. I say nine. Na kwasia we oba ten ho dem. Na oba say yentina se mfa adwene. Kwasi ampanyi we ba wo mia personal aid o Jimmy Fowe. Ni hu fi bi hu na asie tunu gatem. They have no message again for Ghanaians. And these are people are omombo bra wo mabra bomo politics na momo be nipa first not to set toilet mumwa. And that is what they think they can thrive on to be relevant in Ghana. Wait, Uncle Vietnam and Budukom. Because Vietnam and North Korea, they don't entertain fake news. Unless people who are paying people in Vietnam to watch them. Sakrobia way, me think North Korea and kia hanginu a real kete charity. But this is Ghana. This is the vice president's personal aid. Ni aid, we no deep Baumiechi. The former vice president, I'm sorry. Baumia can never be the former failed liar. Who is the former vice president? Baumia, this is a stupid aid. And these fools, they walk around the nation. We allow these animals, these twerps. Na yes so muso. Na omu Jimmy. Because These fools think say they can use lies and bring NPP back to power. Much evidence in ha. Now you know what John Jenapo has done. The investigations and NDC abewu say NPP nkwasiafo we napona bawomia kwasiampe ni universe no. This is what he did. 1,347 containers, 40 feet, almost over $500 million. Omatomedi. Kwasia we anya NPP anko onye sika entua oba dross. Kwasia we kro bia asante. Enya krono na NPP fo aboma na nya bidia. Anko ntumi nyi sika ma oba so nkoto dross kwasia we. Ni atete Ghana na nipa fin we mu. We ose diom ti hwedan mu kwasia fo we de nam Ghana. Aden a ye njai ne mo mbra power. And and this is what they do. Sign on the feed party the base, you know. That is how they feed them. Now, Shadia Waha. Jandam there, it is dead. As far as I live. Unma could NPP from Pemasem. NPP for Omunim Same Kano Crepa. Yana yomo yan say, make no credit show na me di omatem and then how mo. Na attend here no crampono. Omunim say attending na me di omo. It is true, it is factual, it is important. The NPP from Pemasem say there is never a day I go to NPP ni ti baby aka Kelvin Tailor transfer omo ntimi bi oma no kasa asem no. Never. NPP ni bia ni wiase. Obetuma be gina baby. Akofa document be say this is a counter document. I make sure say Kelvin Tailor transfer. NPP abuwe bi antumi nyebi. The only thing they can say, they say, odidi atem na ateni oje si aboma nipa yeboma mwa. Insult was created for men who don't want to think and want to act like animals. And na ye use you almost so. It is almost a midi watema. You are not acting rational as a human being. You are acting like an animal. Unless you are acting like an animal. And then midi watem sa abua. And the NPP as a political party, I control the party. I will decide their fate in the next 60 years. Because minim so man we draw and okre. And minim se party be a tifri and a atro and the and they can never get out of atro. That is why I have jailed the NPP for life. Until they repent in the next 40 years, 60 years, for us to see glimpses of nokre kakra womo. These are a bunch of idiots. And Intina, you will never go on social media holding a document to contest me to say me what documents to prove Kevin wrong. Oh, the stray dogs there's no human being or better for. No, I am talking about NPP4. Nobody in Ghana. Until they cannot attack my job, they cannot attack the message. The Ombayana say Kelvin Tailor one time, me who fetch NPP for 99%. Kelvin Tailor did atem, mo ye 19 medium atem mo jimi. I want you people to contest me. I control the party's heart. Party na kuma na wo minsem. And I will squeeze it and kill it. Me miya makuma no na mateno. Ma Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade that. Go and watch it. Or Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Meka makuma na mate na me mia na say enu pen na mukomu no. Because how can one gentleman, how can one man, how can one young man, how can he kick us out of power? Enu krekeke mandi droda menko abosom so da enu kre momu ya beifo mom pe no kre. Enti what I am going to do me de men say wura makumem me kuta makumem meti kakra. I will let the pain hurt. Meti peace meti makuma. Miya mamuja na soni. Miya na mare. Kwasiafo, you people will never have life. You will not have life, political life again. A Jimmy for you sit in Ghana, muju so be a Jimmy. 1992 na munya muhudi dimu edubu ahene ntro. 1998 ena munya muhudi dimu. Sa time they tried there. Na Kwekuba Ako kwa champagne ni se torchlight abetina radios we chantro. Nobody is fact checking Kwekuba Ako. Kwekuba Ako is not dead. Why is he not bringing documents? Yaba. Kwekuba Ako is not dead. Why is he not bringing documents? Because yaba. Every document Kwekuba Ako betwe pie no, me kire de so obwa. with real document, ultimate document. Toilet papers na kademu, mukweku ba kuno kademu. Because we are here. I control. Nyankopon wo ho a wama me nyansa, wama me courage. I will control. And party na koma. Samuti onufu kebi, snake and sons. Me soma kumbe mu na mateno. As far as I live on this planet, NPP will never exist. Mon kano kure. Mon chere Ghana for se munyansa. Mon bre mu ho ase. Na to attack me mo attack me no na me charge more. And I won't study yet. The more you people attack me, the more I become more relevant. The more I start to charge more. The more I become deadlier. And you see, I am going to be deadlier. I am going to enter the heart of the party. Metsima kumano. Kwasiafo, when you say the biana menya mu didi mo. Bring the facts. We are waiting for you people. Siafo, we are not going anywhere. It is delivering. A government that is giving you hope. A government that is paying fees for young people their first year in the university. A government that is willing to create Women's Bank. A government that has built or created the gold board to protect our gold from being exploited. A government that is ready to build farmer service center across the nation to build agro-processing for Ghanaians to get work. A government that is willing and ready to implement 24-hour economy whereby all private companies, entrepreneurs, individuals can expand their working hours and employ more people. A government that is ready to infuse money into our infrastructure development. A government that is ready to take care of senior high school kids to make sure they have better accommodation, better materials, and also protect their education. A government that is willing to pay basic education, school feeding, moving it from 1 city 50 pesos to 2 cities in its first 2 months. A government that is showing respect and protecting and fighting corruption. A government that is ready to serve you. And that government is this John Mahama NDC government. It is up to you and myself to make sure we protect this government, guide it. If we have to constructively criticize this, do that. Keep them in power for a long time and make sure that the 42-year agenda is achieved. If we are able to keep the NDC, that is a social democratic party, in governance for 42 years, Ghana will be like the United States of America. It's up to you and myself to fight Jandam, to speak truth, to protect the John Mahama NDC government, to make sure they lead, create opportunities. It is up to us to protect our democracy. A few years ago, we had an NPP government that shot Ghanaians because of power. A few years ago, we had a vice president who lied through his teeth. A few years ago, we had a president who was crazy, like a Kufuado. A few years ago, we have a group of criminals who destroyed our water bodies in the name of Galamsey. A few years ago, we have corrupt government officials spending our monies, stealing from us. A few years ago, this country was handed over to a small tribe. These people are still on the sidelines. They are warming up. They want us to make another mistake and hand over this country to them. We should be focused. We should guide this government. We should have the 42-year agenda in our heads. We should be resolute. We should protect the NDC government and John Mahama's government. We should all come together as a people and build this nation. It is not going to be easy, but if we are resolute, we concentrate, we focus, we as a nation, in the next 42 years with the NDC, we will realize our dream. And this is how it has started. Join me, be part of this. Let us use truth. Let us try our best to protect the young ones coming up with truth. It is only truth that will give us leaders who respect, leaders who want to work, leaders who are ready to serve us. It is only truth that will protect our democracy. You as a Ghanaian watching me, my job and your job is to use the truth to protect our democracy and to build Ghana. The NDC are showing it. We have to support them. We have to be by them. We have to neglect people with bad intentions. A political party that is built out of tribalism like the NPP should not be given any space in our political sector. We have to make sure the NPP is nullified. You as a Ghanaian, myself as a Ghanaian, we should come together as one people, protect the NDC, guide the NDC, build Ghana, and turn Ghana to the Ghana we want. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. We will meet. We will make sure the right things are done. We will protect a good government. That is the John Mahama government. Protect a good party. That is the NDC party. We are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. Cheers. Good night. We will meet tomorrow.
More fire, more fire, more fire, more fire. fire, gigim. Ibibiom. Ebesi yen mani agye. Yenya MPP for si yana mega. Mani agye saa. MPP for di Ghana bro. Me say free SHS ba kwa yewra akufado de buy. MPP afasa akonya no so edi Ghana sika. Omo afasa akonya no so edi Ghana boni, edi Ghana ewo. Enti ena eka sika awura free SHS ni mu a moti anom ena adutwim se no ye education minister on. Okay. Ya wadutwim na pofiri honom no ena obehye ho. Ya wadutwim eba abonten ebeka se nipa 5 million ena omo recruit omo anase oyemka se free SHS no ekobo omo. Ewi akire no wura na se aba 3.5. You see, it tells you say they are totally confused and they don't know what even they're doing. Nkofo we efa free SHS na ho ewia Ghana fo yesika. Enuane anase bi omo distribute edema the various schools no. Do you know why I say no? Do you know the reason why I know more headmasters, you know? The various head teachers or the various SHS. I don't know. Do you know why I say no more person or more dear because more this man assure more pretty for binminsa. Obidin account a question honum. I don't so be any business. You would me obi a be account at the acotonum. I don't so a business. Eti yemisa say siden ene bedu baabi omo si o de omo de aduane kokan enso na aduane no ayira omo de aduane kokan o enso na aduane ayede ayira eti etiti se headmasters bebre etichi omo patrons bebre etichi omo even omo no anuane na yechichi bebre because obehunu na asumasi efa anuane even the day ayura John the Mani Mahama was sworn in no Yehusha na nkofo binum akofa bus akofa car elodu nnuane a yewura John Mahama yi strategy so mo fa nkof schools no na omo akofa bus ana so mo akofa car kese vehicle na no mo lodu nnuane edigum na omo wi omo asan betena se akase enkurani ni aduane enkurani ndidi enkurani aduane asan enkurani ndidi ye. And these are the people omo betena radio so ni TV so omo kasama ne ya but ubekoma no na ye omo nkrofo eno mu di se edwa enti ene eyemide se Kelvin Tailor eyemide se Kelvin Tailor watu nani te edesi MPP for we so se obema Ghana ni bie hu no kware no obema Ghana ni bie hu de eko ene de eba ewo kurum ha no enti Ghana for just forget about Kelvin Tailor di atem no ti no kwasem no kan se nka Ghana for ye ya so brache ene se bi ebu se bi nya de koto di mu MPP nka kuru we abo. I'm telling you nka Ghana abo nka Ghana taxes ebu ye kon hwe ene sika ba akofo ehye ne kokom sisi da branda po sika wo hwe ye dollars wom safes wom Ghana cedis wom every currency bi a ho din bia no agisa ye cedis ne nko a ewom bi eti obabasia etimi wie sika we ma president ba bonti ebe clear no apina pampa ye hudi ye kusiye ene nso adubu ahin fisika 37 mansion aden nko asebi nko onwu na onwu na nko na sebi ebo tokutu minim so didi a ekọ ye funu nko na sebi wa no ye didi eti these are the people they have stolen a lot. They have looted a lot. In fact, they have what? These are the few ones these are the few ones ene Nyankopɔn yi omo so krata be yemisa se omo aka no nso omo aka no nso it is a Kelvin Tailor ena wabie Ghana for se bi yeni ama yehu nneema bi a nka NPP aban we ombeko so wadi Ghana abro nka Ghana will never progress but ichiranka Nyankopɔn se John Dramani Mahama aban we awiata so se obema omai konkono Ghana edi yie, and that is what he is doing. Today bia ye ka oman from paibonta papa nachi oni ni ministers na appointees na omumbu omani ye because John Dramani Mahama he has the willing to help this country. Eka yembi se ura we the time we so ombabio he can decide to be ruffian man like Yakufado dia yonim se ne time so ombabio ana fidu digana for mpoa afedi o disrespect ye okudru obi ahimfi kwa na person no sorry no nchia no eke cancer bia e de kire Ghana for John Mahama he can decide to do the same but where ahobrase any sebi odokwan so apapa na e de sum Ghana for it will sorry now you are NPP the BB so mama kotuma ba mana I don't know what you are thinking. The party has already collapsed and if to kwasema abomni na eye didija omwankasa didije omo omwankasa atwa pono mo ho ntino they are talking and they are enemies themselves. If they can manage their own party, how they can manage Ghana as a whole? Binwe hu na hu se NPP nye political party wote EDH. Eti Kelvin na minshira wo ura ekobodi Tailor manije wo ho yiro ho na koswa aka no kware no na Ghana fo bie so amefo ani bie bantama fo ani bie kejetia fo ani bie PZ fo ani bie dumfo ani asante fo no yenhu sampa John Mahama yobi a waba fo asante man ndra na michi news bi asante fo binom si yan baomia te toma wanka ha no menhye eti kuruma na ba NPP fo market ehihye market ketwa to the be ma menom you are the problem mu binum e ma menom binum you are the problem because mu mama ho kwan e ma ye indicate mo ye mo made ye na yinim de eko we know what is going on in this earth and also on this earth in this world. Sometimes ye na yinim ye control social media yinim de eko so but ye tumofo a na sebi mo dwen se mo nyi chen nti mo mfa ye fotuo. That is why a free SHS and no movie, majority of them they voted for change because no money they cost our system. Obi we school wunye jumanye, obi we school sebi, obe the numbers abasa, any nema born any nema tantembi, and everybody wakwe. Then they voted for change. Etebusha for sa and assembly. Kevin, Kupon Shura, Koswa boy juma, the movie the tawachi. And there is no man on this earth can hurt you except God who sent you. And I'm on one bit me stop you because you are saying the truth. And this is for your money and the Emma can woman me then is and this is for you be na woka. It is NPP for you now woka. But be any I just will be on pen or quarry. Me to NPP be ameka and this ye be ameka or be bia or see obey be or Ghana ha and you know mega me beka. It is a hypocrite, but you beat honum. I just say MPP ya no wasum NDC ya wakana nwatu MPP ya no waka. You see, that is hypocrisy at its highest peak. It will be in a be shy, but you who say, oh, can correct me, who say, we say, it be an okata frifa or to the platform as well. Mammy Chiba for Yankupon Show. I'm a royal being Yankupon Yokesi, will be a getting Yankupon Show. Kelvin, a commodity Tailor on Quasso, Piao, Yankupon Show, Koswa boy Juma from a Ghana because when you saw Joe Mine home, ye Maria check, Joe Mine home, Yankupon Show. Bye bye.